Okay, so those of you who don't know me, my name is Rachel and I am a mum of 2 young kids and wife, and we have a dog and currently homeschooling. So I thought I have been wanting to do like a podcast vlog type thing for a while now. That was my main aim and focus was going to be of 2020, but then we started off the year with an absolute shit show. So I haven't been able to set up any kind of studio or professional gear or anything. So here I am coming to you from our cinema room on my phone. And that is going to have to do for now, because if you're waiting for the right time for something to happen, there never is one, because I thought the right time was 2020 and the universe has definitely shown me that I ain't going to wait around for it to give me any kind of a sign. What prompted me to do it today was I am getting more and more messages from my beautiful mama friends saying that they are struggling with this homeschooling thing, and I wanted to do a really heartfelt, a really heartfelt message to you all to say you're doing okay. Every time I do this happens. This is not easy, and I think we all feel like we're failing at times. And I think we all know that I have a really strong relationship with social media. But it can be, and it's not it's just the platform of it can put so much pressure on us, and especially at a time now where we're all on there all the time. Seeing people's little Susie doing great with her homemade vegan cookies and her color-coded pens, and everybody's sitting there learning maths, and everybody then they're out having their kale chips on their exercise or whatever it might be. The rest of us are just sitting here going, are you kidding me? I can't even get my kids to brush their teeth, let alone work out their maths. I tried to help my daughter today, who is in was it Mason's? One of them. Mason's in grade 1. Sienna's in grade 4. See, I don't even know. And I didn't even know some of the questions. Mama should have taken a lot more notice in school, guys. But I haven't been in school for at least a couple of years, right? So I'm not expected to know what some of this stuff is. They must have new shapes or something that they've created since I went to school. I don't know. But what I wanted to say was, please just stop putting so much pressure on yourself. If you get up one day and little Susie won't get out of bed, little Johnny wants to eat an Easter egg, Johnny/Mason, every 5 minutes, who gives a shit? Honestly, on the whole grand scale, the scheme of things, they're not going to die from it. We're all going to get through this. We're all in the same boat, and I think everyone will agree that that's one of the things that I think is keeping us all together, or all, treading above water, is that everybody is in the same boat, including Susie, who puts up pictures of her kids eating all of their grains and learning all of their color-coded things and whatever. We're all going to have a bad time. And that's not to say that's bad to Susie for doing whatever. I don't know where I got the name from, Susie. Great, good on you. I'm happy for you. But let's make sure that we show everybody the shit show as well, because I think now more than ever, it really is a good time for us to be honest, to be raw, to be open, because whether you like social media or not, it's around and it's certainly very prominent right now. Let's show the reality. Let's not make a big glamorous show out of this. I didn't even do the back of my hair for this, so that just goes to show this is not that I'm looking amazing, but I don't look like my hair's been up, because here's a few keys of what I have been trying to do to keep my sanity. Work out. Do some kind of exercise. Even if you've never exercised in your life before, take whatever little fragment of time you can get out of your day to do some exercise. It will make the biggest difference to how you mentally handle the rest of the day. If you're going to have a fuck it day, have a fuck it day. Who cares? Kids have days off school even when there is school. So if you want to have a pajama day and eat all the junk food and sit and watch movies all day, do it. Take the pressure off yourself. Their education is not going anywhere. They're still going to learn. And look, this is my opinion, and I know there's probably many people eye-rolling and scoffing at whatever I'm saying. But let's get real, guys. They're still going to learn. The books will be there tomorrow. The online learning will be there tomorrow. If they don't want to participate in Zoom roll calls, don't push them. Message your teacher and tell them that they're there and that they're still having a look at. This is big. This is a lot for kids to take in. It's a lot for us as adults to take in. I can't even imagine what it's doing to their fragile minds. And we can try to keep, like, we have a no news policy here, but the kids have seen it. It comes on every now and then. They see what's happening. They get it. They know what's going on. But imagine how terrifying that must be for them when we can't even wrap our heads around it. So if you want to have a nothing day or a couple of days, if nobody wants to get dressed for the day, if nobody wants to wear clothes for the day, like, what I'm saying is just don't take it all too seriously and give yourself a break. And especially to those mamas whose kids are really struggling at the moment. And I know for myself, for us personally, without going into too much detail, Sienna's really not coping at the moment. 1 minute she's a ball of energy and really excited, and the next minute she is hitting herself in the head and like a shell of a human. Like, she's just really not coping. And we got on to a Zoom call with her psychologist a couple of weeks ago, and she gave us some really, really good tips on how to combat that, and how we really need to have a good concept of what's going on in their brains to understand it and realize that her lashing out is not personal, it's not intentional. So if you're having any issues like that with your kids, which I know a lot of you are, feel free to reach out to me. I can show you some of the information that she's given us, or speak to someone. I can give you the name of our child psychologist. You might have one of your own. I think it's really important, and I think what we need to do now is take care of our kids' fragile little minds before we have any kind of strict routine of schooling. Again, that's just my opinion, and I am no expert, but I want my kids to come out of this feeling as confident and as comfortable as they can. The fact that they might not be up to speed with maths and whatever it was that they were trying to learn today that I didn't even know, that's okay. It's okay. What we need to do is we need to get through this, and we need to try to grow from it. I think there are some amazing lessons that we could learn right now about our values and about what we want from life. So if my kids come out of this having a really good, clear idea of those sorts of things, then I think that that's a win. I think that's a really big win, and possibly something that they would never have got still at school. So I'm going to be really working on that. I'm going to be working on our relationships. I'm going to be working on their communication skills and things like that. Things that we probably in the hustle and bustle of day-to-day life don't particularly get to focus on. I think that I've said like 100,000 times, but I come into, when I do these videos, I don't have a plan and I don't have a script. I just kind of need to, I all of a sudden have this dire need to get it all off my chest. And because I keep getting these messages from mamas struggling, I felt like I needed to get it out, and I needed to get it out now. So I went and put a pretty top on, got me PJs down the bottom, party up the top, comfy down the bottom. Yeah, so I just felt compelled to do this video, and I wanted to say, take the pressure off yourself. Do some exercise. Of course, they need to get all of the great nutrition into them, but give yourself a break if they, if you want to have a morning off, or if you want to have a dinner off, or if you want to, some of the greatest memories that my kids have got at the moment is us having fish and chip Fridays every night. Do all that stuff that you never got the chance to do because mum or dad was too late to get home from work. And this goes for everybody. Just take a step back and stop trying to be perfect at everything. Stop even trying to be mediocre at everything. There are days where you're going to suck at this. And then there's days that you're going to nail. And that is kind of the journey that we're all going on. That's life, really, but it's just amplified at the moment because, like I said, the access to social media, as everybody's on there and everybody's looking at it, and everybody appears to be doing fantastic. Not everybody. There's a lot of people that'll be like me and share the downtimes. I know everybody's drinking a hell of a lot more, and far be it for me to judge on that. But I think that we all probably have to be really careful of that at the same time. Oh, if I had a hypocrite sign, I'd put it up. But you know what I mean. I think our health is also super important. So if you only need to have 2 bottles a night from 4, just have the 2. I'm kidding. Yeah, so if there's anybody out there at the moment that, again, here I go, needs a big virtual hug, mama in the pantry crying, mama in the shower crying, mama just trying to put one foot in front of the other, we are all in this together.